You know, I see a lot of church folks here and I saw you all shaking. I just want you to know when I visit your church, I'll have some words for your pastor. Just want you all to know that. But I'm really excited. I'm Dexter Thomas. I am one of the masters of ceremony for today. And I'll be walking you through this exciting, exquisite, elegant occasion. Don't you like how the arrangement is? I mean, this is some good stuff. Some excellent stuff. And we have a lot of great entertainment in store for you. Ceremonies coming up. I think you are going to be thrilled. 50-year celebration. I don't think they'll make it for the 100th anniversary, but I am glad that we have been able to be here for the 50th.
Without you, I would have lost you.
50 years, still a good year.
Remembering so well the day that I met you, you took me in your arms and caused dreams to come true. From the fear of what would be, you came and rescued me. Now I pray today for the rest of my life. Live inside my heart. Please stay for always till that timeless place when we're face to face and we embrace for always. You looked ahead and saw the hills that I must climb, some high and some low, but if you lead, I'll go, and at the end you will see that I was always there with you. Now I pray today for the rest of my life. Live inside my heart. Please stay for always till that timeless place when we're face to face and we embrace for always.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to witness and to share in the celebration of this man and this woman's 50th wedding anniversary. They have invited us here today to publicly renew their vows and to declare their love for each other and to thank God for bringing them thus far through their journey. This occasion calls for thanksgiving and celebration, recognizing that if it was not for the grace of God, none of this would be possible.
Yes, yes.
So it is in this spirit that we are gathered here today. Love follows people all over the world.
Yes.
It brings people together under strange and unusual circumstances.
Yes.
It was on a warm Sunday evening in January 1962 at the Stanmore Avenue Seventh-day Adventist Church in Port of Spain, Trinidad. Right after prayer meeting, a young man in his late 20s approached a young woman in her mid-20s, and he requested of her to be his special friend. That's the way they did it back then. Before he approached her, they had seen each other around the church and had said hi and bye to each other. That was basically the extent of their contact and their conversation with each other. However, in their minds, they were both observing and checking each other out. This occurred over a period of 1 year. After this period of casual contact and observance of each other, he decided to make his move. He said to himself, now, this is the woman for me. Let me ask her to be my special friend. Beloved, I'm not making this up. This is the truth. Now, this young lady, after observing this young man over the same period of time, thought that he was rather handsome. Yes, he kids around a lot. He and his older brother was very mischievous. But that was not a problem for her. She could live with that. The big problem she had after observing this young man was that this young man was too short.
Yeah, that's good.
So, on that Sunday evening in January 1962, when he approached her to be his special friend, there was no guarantee that she would say yes. Nevertheless, when he asked her to be his friend, grace intervened, and she said yes. Dexter and Trevor should say amen to that. Amen. 3 months after He started building his house with his own hands so that he could be with this special woman who said yes to their friendship. 1 year and 11 months after she said yes to their special friendship, they were married. On December the 8th, 1963, this couple who sits before us today were united in holy matrimony at the Stanmore Avenue Seventh-day Adventist Church. Today, December the 8th, 2013, mark their 50th year wedding anniversary. And they have invited us here today to renew their vows and to celebrate their journey. To sum it up, this short man sitting before us here with the love of his life could not have said it any better. There is no woman in the world like this one. It's been for us a perfect marriage, he said. Indeed, this man stands tall.
Yes.
He stands tall as it relates to his family values. He stands tall as it relates to his work ethics. He stands tall as it relates to his financial responsibilities. He stands tall as it relates to his social interaction. He stands tall as it relates to his spiritual journey. It is for this cause that a man shall leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Therefore, if there is anyone, who can show just cause why this couple may not lawfully renew their vows, let him now speak, or else hereafter forever hold his peace.
That's real good.
I'm going to ask the couple to stand before God. And these relatives and friends, will you, Clyde BAYACK, take Dallis Sandy to be your wife? Will you love and respect her? Will you be honest with her always? Will you be to her the kind of husband you know you ought to be? Kind, strong, and loving at all times, whether you have much or little, whether you live in a mansion or in a tiny apartment. Will you recognize that you have found a real jewel in her? Realizing that she is a very delicate individual with a tender nature. Will you understand that she is like a flower in the right atmosphere will exude loveliness and grace? so needs to be treated with respect and tenderness. Will you make whatever adjustments are necessary so that you can genuinely share your life with her? Will you give her courage and support, whether it be in times of sickness or in times of health? Will you promise to continue this kind of relationship until your heart stops beating?
I do. I do it a million times.
Auntie Dallis, before God and these relatives and friends, will you take Uncle Clyde to be your husband once again? Will you love and respect him? Will you be honest with him always? Will you with love, kindness, tenderness, and sweetness be a true helpmate for him? Will you provide a refuge and a haven of love, which will give him courage and strength? Will you, by God's grace, maintain that sweet personality and keep that smile on your face as a constant greeting card for him? Regardless of your circumstances, whether times are prosperous or difficult, whether in times of laughter or weeping, whether times of health or physical adversity, and will you promise to continue this kind of relationship until you breathe your last breath?
Oh, yes, I do.
Since you have before God and these witnesses solemnly made mutual pledges of affections, vows of fidelity, I, as a minister of the gospel and by the authority of the laws of the land of New York, do pronounce once again that you are husband and wife. What God has joined together, let no man put asunder.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger and endless aching need. But I say love, it is a flower, and you, its only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes a chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who can't to see that with the sun's love in the spring becomes a
This is the second time around, and the room has something special for the bride. He does not wear any wedding bands, but he has done something special for her. So at this time, he will present it to her.
Well, this one is a precious, precious piece of metal here, but this hasn't cost me much more than the first time. The last time we were kind of broke, so we went on it cheap. But this time I went for broke. And so I hope you consider this a very precious piece of ornament, just like I consider you the most precious jewel in my life.
Yes,
I'm the same without this lady, my life is empty.
Yes.
She's the most precious, valuable thing in my life.
Okay.
And anybody wants a wife to like this one, I'll rent her out right now. She's the kind of woman that a man will want. She's the most precious woman in the face of the earth. As far as I'm concerned, she can almost walk on water. Okay? Now I'll say, give you this and hope that our love will continue as it has been for the past 50 years. I give you this and with all my love and heart and hope that will keep us together as long as we live.
Amen.
I say 1,000 thanks to this wonderful man. He is a very precious and precious person. He's loving. He is everything to me. I love him very much. And thank you, love.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you stand as I present to you once again Mr. and Mrs. Clyde BAYACK. You may kiss the bride.
That's right.
Make some crazy noise, everybody, for Clyde! Dallas! BAYACK! Woo-hoo, 50 going to be crowned king and queen. Who would think about stuff like that? King and queen. Put it together, everybody. King and queen. I know you need to escort the king and the queen to their seats. And the official name of the king is Abubakar
Alhaji
Tafawa Bali.
Wow.
In case of fire,
Take Clyde.
Let me share a quick story with you. You know, Pastor Earl gave the sanctified version of how Clyde and Dallis met. When in January 62, and wasn't that when Trinidad got independence? No. Anyhow, so here what happened. Clyde rolled up to Dallis, right, and he's like, baby, your skin is smooth like silk and your lips are thick like condensed milk. And Dallis was like, you know, typical Trini, right? Boy, move it your short self now. And I'll tell you all the rest of the story, right? I'll tell you all the rest of the story as we go along. Coming up next, the king and the queen will take their seats. King and queen, take your seats. Take your seats, king and queen. And that was what you call the crowning ceremony. Thank you, Chelsea and Jason. Right about now, the king has a special proclamation. Please fasten your seatbelts. Please sit, you can be seated, everybody. Please sit and fasten your seatbelt. The king right now will come to the podium and make a special kingly proclamation as he enters his kingdom.
Are you going to talk? Proclamation 13. Welcome to my loyal subjects. As Emperor, benevolent dictator, and king, I welcome you all to this grand occasion. My wife, Queen, and I hope that you will have a wonderful time, and may the blessings of Moko be upon you. So as I open this Belshazzar-like feast banquet, I will still want to remember that I'm still captain of all its obey, and my right is not to dispute. From the circle along to the sea, I'm the lord of the fowl and the brood. And I now put on this party open. So let's have some fun. Let the party begin by Alhaji Abubakar Tafawa Baliwa. But in case of fire, please say Clyde.
I want to ask,
Help me stop smoking.
I want Trevor to begin with the toast.
Mom, Dad, for the past 18 months, I racked my brain searching for appropriate gifts, for words to say, to express my thanks for everything that you have given me. For the past 18 months, which is about the amount of time it took us to plan this, I couldn't think of an accurate way to say thank you for everything. How do you say thank you for being there every night I had an asthma attack? How do you say thank you for rushing me to the hospital when I could hardly breathe? How do you say thank you for putting me, Dexter, Denise, our older sister Dawn, but us three, putting us through private school instead of having us go to public schools, which were not very good in Brooklyn? How do you say thank you for dropping everything and sacrificing anything to make sure that we as a family were happy? How do you say thank you for buying us the roller skates when we went to go roller skating at Empire Roller Skating Rink? And our friends? How do you say thank you for making sure that we did our homework before we went out and played? Thank you for never letting us get out of line when it came to respecting our elders and abiding by the golden rule. For not only nurturing our family of 6, but for showing love to all of our friends and family alike. And as you can see, we have a lot of friends and a lot of family. How do you say thank you for letting us know, allowing us, all of us, to know what it means to have a huge, loving support structure in the most amazing city in the world? But most of all, how do you say thank you for teaching us by your very action what true love looks like?
Wow.
So I only have one complaint, that you have set the standard so high that it's hard for anybody to live up to in terms of finding another one like you, mom and dad. So to that, I have more stuff there, but I think it's good. To that, I would like to say, everybody raise a glass. I'd like to say, give a toast to my lovely parents, mom and dad. And this is from Dawn to our older sister. She can't be with us, so we raise a glass to her too. And thank you very much for loving us, children. And on your 50th anniversary, toast. Thank you.
My lovely friends, you died for having me here. I'm really, really, really excited. And 50 years, that's a long, long time to be together. And it's amazing. Hopefully, one day I have a relationship that lasts that long too. So I'm gonna do Inseparable by Natalie Cole. Hope you guys enjoy it. That's what you are to me, inseparable, just you and me. It's so wonderful to know you'll always be around me. Incredible, it's how it is, incredible. You bring out the man in me with your style of love. Incredible, yes you are. We're like a flower to a tree, like a words to a melody of love. There's no words that could ever break us, no words that could make us blow our fears. We're just inseparable. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Let me tell you a short story while they're coming for the cutting of the cake. New York is a scary place, man. You all won't believe this as you're coming for the cake cutting part of the ceremony. The police came to our house last night, and the police asked me a question: where were you between 6 and 7? I said I was in kindergarten. cake. Each tear represents a decade of bliss. Just want you all to know that. Ooh, hold that kiss, Clyde. Hold that kiss. Not for 50 years, but hold that kiss. Whoa. You guys still have it, boy. Let me tell you something. When you're married and you get down in age, you know something that you might lose strength, but you improve in technique. Clyde, don't run out of breath yet, please. Hold it, brother. That's it, that's it. That's it, that's it, that's it. Clyde and Dallis, everybody. Put it together for them, y'all. This is amazing.
You stood by me and I stood tall. I had you
50 years. 50 years is a real long time. That's about 2 life sentences. 1 year shorter than Trinbago's independence is. 50 years is a real long time. Longer than my whole life. 11 years longer than my anniversary twice. 50 years is a real long time. Longer than there's been disco or rap. Almost as long as that movie with the family on traps. 50 years is a real long time. Except when you begin to think of the relentless and passionate sword from above that blessed Clyde and Dallis with heaven-born love, then 50 years is a real short time. 50 years is a real short time. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. We're the Sandy Sisters, and we're going to be singing a few of Auntie Dallis and Uncle Clyde's favorite songs. I can't remember when you weren't there, when I didn't care for anyone but you. I swear we've been through everything there is. Can't imagine anything we've missed. Can't imagine anything the two of us can do.
have
Sing a song, make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else who's there. Just sing a song.
Inside your high school bus, he plays the sweetest rose. It's right next to your name, and heaven knows
Roses are red, my love. Violets are blue. Sugar is sweet, my love, but not as sweet as you.
once you have found her.
Never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go.
Good evening, everyone. Well, for many of you, you may know me as the young man who lived in a BAYACK home, and they say when you entertain strangers, you may end up entertaining angels, but you may just end up entertaining a fly on the wall. Well, I moved from stranger to angel to, as I would say, fly on the wall. And I'm a mudhead, so my jokes, you gotta watch out. And a particular day would be like this. Clyde, yes, Dallis? But Ed, how you can do such a terrible thing? You can't go in your friend's house, sit at the table, and put the meat on the plate, and then announce to everybody that the meat is too tough. And not so soft and juicy like my tender meat. You know, you can't do so. That is, but if the meat tough, it's tough. You can't choke me so. Tell me, don't talk the truth. You can't put your hand on the table and touch the leg and tell me shut up. You can't mash my toe and tell me be quiet. Dallis, the meat tough, it's tough. Brian, come. What do you think about that situation? Brian? The meat tough? Cat, the meat tough is tough. What meat tough? Well, this is the type of discussion that will go on in the home on a regular basis. Going to someone's home, here's Clyde, and making a ruckus situation. I was privileged to be in the home and adopted as a son. But I want one thing to say to them before I step off. There's some other things I wanted to say, just keep it brief. There's a little situation with a little boy called Johnny. Johnny and his parents went home after church one day, and Johnny was told to entertain an old pastor and his wife. So the old pastor and his wife got hungry, and they smelled the food, the aroma of the food, and they wanted to, he wanted to eat. So he called little Johnny, he was about 2 years old. He said, Johnny, "What cooking? What's the food?" Johnny said, "Goat." Old man said, "Goat? Yeah, my daddy says it's nice having this old goat over for dinner." So, be careful. Happy anniversary, but don't let them call you an old goat.
It's not often you get a chance, as Trevor was saying, to say thanks. But either way, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to say thanks. How you do that, as Trevor wanted to know before, is you make good on the promise that the people who set before you and give you an opportunity made for you. And from the Henry family, we had a chance to know you guys as family. You guys opened the doors and treated us no different than your own kids. And for that, I'd like to say thanks. Also, Uncle Clyde said he loves Light FM and he wanted to get a song from Light FM. So, in case he didn't tell you, I'm going to say it now. I believe in you and me. I believe that we should be in love eternally. As far as I can see, you will always be the one for me. Oh, yes, you will. I believe in dreams again. I believe that love will never end. And like the river finds the sea, I was lost, now I'm free. I believe in you and me. Maybe I'm a fool to feel the way I do, but I would play the fool forever, just to be with you forever. I believe in miracles, love's a miracle, and baby, you're a dream come true. I believe in you and me. I was lost, now I'm free, girl. I believe in you and me.
Clyde is really generous on most occasions. And one time I asked Clyde for some money borrowed. And Clyde, like those old, the old time people right there, like, boy, do you think money grow? Finish for me. I said, of course money grow in tree. Bank of America has branches. All right. Put it together, everybody, for Joanne, for Lyndon, and for Linda.
When they were getting this program together, they asked me to do one of Auntie Dallas's favorite poems. So I had to find out what one of your favorite poems was. And turns out it's a poem called If by Rudyard Kipling. So I'll do my best. If you can keep your head about you when all are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired of waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by nails to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose, and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which tells to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and what is more, you'll be a man, my son.
Trinidad, directly, from Trinidad. Trinidad, put your hands in the air. All right, that's Trinidad. All right, sorry, that's Trinidad. Anyone from Florida came? Florida. Anyone came from New York? No, we New York. Anyone from New York? New York. Anyone from Texas? Texas? So we have had people from far and wide coming to celebrate you and Dallas, Clyde, because you all have meant so much to us. Your long, what's the word again? Yeah, that word, right? That, and your love for each other. Amazing kids. They are great kids, especially on a Sunday. I don't know about them during the week, but great kids. But we really appreciate all that you have done for us, your generosity. So on behalf of everybody, we just want to put our hands together one more time to thank Mr. and Mrs. BAYACK for this exquisite, elegant, awesome event. And we can't wait for the 60th anniversary. How about that? All right. Mr. DJ, run the rhythm. Hold on, pull up. Selector. Dance for everybody.
Let's thank Dexter Thomas. Wonderful MC. Give a hand together for Dexter Thomas, everybody. All right.